Hi guys. So this is a little short video, basically an update on a couple of things. One of the things I wanted to talk about was the fact that I not gotten two of my projects out yet, which I'm still working on. I hope to have one of those finished by the end of this week. It's a wonderful surprise, and it has to do with a lot of things like darkness and feelings and hearts. I'm going to leave you with those hints. So that's the first thing. Second thing that I want to talk about is where I was this weekend and why those videos didn't come out. Um, I was in California, specifically the LA, Glendale, and Anaheim regions. Um, I was there for a nice little thing called Bushy Road Springfest. Bushy Road Springfest is three tournaments, one for Card Fight Vanguard, one for Future Card Buddy Fight, and one for Weiss Schwartz. All games owned by Bushy Road, and it takes place over one weekend. And I went and I participated with a bunch of friends here from my local scenes here in Tempe, Arizona, and it was a lot of fun. I had a huge blast. And I just wanted to kind of talk about that. And for those of you who don't know, I'm really big into trading card games. I've been big into trading card games ever since I was younger. I started with the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I got the Magic bug, and then I moved on to a game called Legend of the Five Rings, which I can't wait for its return as a living card game. I hope that's going to be really awesome, and I'm really pulling for it to continue its long, prestigious line of storytelling and how it lets the players affect the world that they're in through the tournaments, and I think that's really cool. But recently, I've gotten into Bushy Road card games. Bushy Road also makes Love Live. They have a hand in some of the Idolmaster work, and they have a hand in a lot of things. Luck and Logic being another thing. If you've never heard it, it's an anime that is going to have a card game, but the anime is not about playing a card game like Card Fight Vanguard and Future Card Buddy Fight are. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I wanted to give a little bit of a review, sort of on my experience, because I had a lot of fun at this tournament, and I had a lot of fun just being able to play with my friends, and it's very different. For those of you who don't know, I was into Vanguard and Buddy Fight, and I recently got out of Vanguard, sort of, and two of my friends needed a teammate in order to participate in Team League. So I said, I'll do it. I'll take the reins. I'll be the third player to your team. And I had a huge blast. I hadn't played Vanguard in so long. It was so different for me. Team League was a wonderful thing. Basically, it's played as sort of like a best 2 out of 3 format, but each game between the team members is a one-off. So you combine the wins and losses between your team to find out if you've won the round. And it's really interesting and really neat. And I got to sit in seat B, because you pick your seat before the tournament starts, and it really like sort of gave me this great energy. And while we didn't win or make top 8, we won the first 2 rounds and lost the second 2, causing us to be out of the tournament. It was still a lot of fun, and I had a blast playing Vanguard again, and I can't wait to play Vanguard at my local shop now because of it, although I won't be buying any Vanguard cards anytime soon because I just don't have the budget for that, and it's just really easier for me to use friends' decks at the present time because they're so willing and so awesome in letting me do so. And then I also participated in Future Card Buddy Fight, which right now is my favorite card game out of all the TCGs that are out there. I really have a lot of fun with this card game. It's a bit of a blast for me. It's short, fast. Sometimes it can be long, depending on what deck. While there are some aggravating matchups, there's still some really great fun to counter this time. Actually, is when Hero World first dropped, and I love the concept of it because I'm a huge Kamen Rider fan. I'm a huge Power Rangers Super Sentai person, and I love Gundams and giant robots, and that's what that world is all about. And I really love the flavor of this game and how it gives the player like something to do within the game as you represent yourself, and you're able to attack your opponent. And I think that's just brilliant and neat, and it's so refreshing is, I guess, the best way to put it. In my opinion, for Buddy Fight, there's something for everyone. And the game, as I keep saying, is just evolving and just getting better and better. I had a lot of fun. It was very different than local tournaments. I'd never been to a card game tournament on this scale. I have been to a tournament on this scale. I went to EVO last year, and I had a lot of fun with that as well, even though I lost out 0-2 in Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. But I still had a lot of fun. I liked being a spectator, and it was really cool. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this, though, is I'm basically going to be going to Springfest and Worlds. I'm going to try and make it every single year because this is something that I'm good at and something I can really get better at and something I want to strive to be better at. And I'm enjoying myself when it comes to this. Another reason why I bring it up, probably like the best reason of all, is I somehow really became somebody's good luck charm over the weekend. We were riding up on Thursday to California, me and my friend Anthony and Jose in Anthony's car, and he was driving, and we were sitting in the front seat. Well, I was, and he was driving, and I asked him about his past experiences at Springfest, and he said that he always lost in Vanguard Team League. That kind of made me feel bad for him. I cheered him on, and I said, maybe this year it'll be different. He says, no, it's never really that different. At least that's what I remember. But he also had a lot of hope going into this year. Well, turns out the first year that I decided to go to Springfest, him and his team make it to top 8, which is a huge honor. They made it to top 8. They ended up facing 2 groups of our friends before and then they lost the first round, but they still got the top 8 pin, which is all they wanted, really. And they have some great stories. For Vanguard players, their middle seat player, Nick, who was playing Pale Moon, managed to get a 13 attacks in one turn and took his opponent from 0 damage to 6, which was very impressive and absolutely hilarious to us. And that moment kind of went down in I guess you could say infamy, but I think it's a famous moment. I don't think it's really infamy. There's nothing really bad about it. And another friend of mine who has been helping me get better at these games, our friend Eddie, topped 8 in Buddy Fight with his Star Dragon World deck, and he did a fantastic job as well. It kind of bites that him and Andy got paired up in round 1 of the tournament. It really always sucks when you go to a really huge tournament, but your locals, because of how many players there are, you still manage to end up facing somebody early on, which is just, it bites. Hopefully there's something that they can fix with that, and in the future make it so it's easier for us to enter tournaments and not have to at least see each other in the first round. Maybe, hopefully. I'm really hyped for Worlds. There's a set coming out for Buddy Fight next month called Buddy Rave, which is taking the Extra Booster 1, a special dual deck that's coming out, and Extra Booster 2, and smashing them all together and releasing them as one set in America. And it's all of the cards in all of those sets, which is awesome. But it also makes it difficult for some players. I personally I'm both affected and slightly not affected by this. The reason being is because Extra Booster 2 is nothing but Hero World cards, and that's pretty much the main world I play and the world I really love and enjoy, and I have a lot of fun with. And Extra Booster 1, though, is cards from every world, which makes it difficult for my friends to just get the cards that they need. So smashing those two sets together, plus the dual decks, which have Dragon World cards and Dragon Iron cards, kind of makes everything difficult. That being said, I hope you guys maybe hearing me talk about this want to go check out one of those games. There's a lot of Facebook communities for these games, and they're a lot of fun. I highly recommend Buddy Fight. I absolutely do. It's probably one of my favorite games. It makes so much sense. It's a lot of fun. It's so easy to get into. There's new cards coming out. It's really easy to get into because all you got to do is read about each world and what they do, and it just allows you from there to go in and say, well, I like this world and I really just want to play this world. So all you have to do is get cards from that world. And it's amazing because right now, because of the new season of the anime, we're actually in a really good time to get in this game. Trial decks are $10 a piece instead of the $20, which makes, buying two trial decks and smashing them together an easy concept, considering you don't get 4 cards of everything in trial decks, which is just something that's been done in all card games. Booster boxes now contain at least 1 secret pack or 1 buddy rare per booster box. So, you spend like $60 and you get like this really great trade and payoff. So if you don't end up playing a specific world like Dragon World, Star Dragon World, or Darkness Dragon World, which have the and Magic World, Magic Dragon and Darkness Dragon having the 3 buddy rares within the first set, you can, trade with your friends or trade in for store credit or sell it on the group, and you get this. This game is evolving and growing, and one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video was to help it evolve and grow. I'm just really excited about card games and the future of card games, I guess you could say. And I want to thank you guys, for watching this. I'm gonna hope to have. I'm not gonna hope. I'm gonna get those 2 videos done really, really soon, and I will have something sort of for you guys tomorrow in the shape and form of a live stream. Hopefully, I'll be with Lancer and Thomas on Friday to record some new gameplay footage of new games, some stuff that I wanted to be a part of, and I'm glad that they're going to include me in on. My game for tomorrow is a bit of a secret, provided everything goes okay. Hopefully I can get somebody else to play with me, because, it's not a single-person game, so it's team-based, but if that doesn't work out, I got another thing up my sleeve, something that came out recently that I've really wanted to do, and I have a mission to complete that game 3 times, possibly 4, but, we'll see where it goes from there. I want to thank you guys for watching this, subscribing, watching our videos, doing all that jazz. And I hope you stick around with us because we do have a lot more coming, and I'm going to be working hard, extremely hard, to give you guys some great stuff. At the end of this month, there's going to be a surprise. If you don't follow my Instagram, here's a link for it. And if it's not here, it's down in the description. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I would suggest doing that as well. There will be a link in the description for that. And I'm promised to post more because that's part of my problem, is I'm not very social on social media, which I have to stop. But you guys should see more of that coming up. I'm really excited for the future. And I hope you guys are too. And with that being said, stay safe. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your weekend. And see you guys next time. Bye. And now you get to stare at my terrible computer screen.